You may be wondering what climate change and the drug war have to do with each other. Well, to illustrate this, let's look at 3 substances and follow their journeys. These are grapes, this is a coffee plant, and this is a coca plant. These plants and many others can all be processed to make drugs, and in this case we get wine or alcohol, caffeine in espresso, and cocaine. Now each of these goes on a journey with lots of people helping to grow, process, transport, sell, and then finally consume. We know that people will never stop drinking wine, sipping coffee, or even using cocaine. Humans actually really like these substances, always have and always will. For our grapevines and our coffee plant, we established regulations and processes of accountability. We even provide safe spaces to use these drugs. Pubs and cafes and even our own homes are safe consumption spaces. We also have labor standards, slave labor protections, and fair trade and organic certifications. These systems are, of course, far from perfect, but we are always reviewing and aiming to be better, and we can do this partly because they are legal. And when it comes to climate change, we know that some parts of these processes impact the climate. We have to limit how much land use we use to grow grapes and other crops, and we must reduce emissions when transporting goods across the globe. But when it comes to our coca plant, it's a very different story. And why? Because it's illegal, from plant to consumption. Now this has many consequences for everyone along this process, but we can see an extra layer of suffering and pain, and that is for our planet and the political power to protect it. When we crop spray, we destroy fields and all the other plants and organisms living in those spaces. When we displace farmers, people take desperate measures to carve out a livelihood. Clear-cutting forests in the lungs of our planet becomes a means by which to make and launder money. One aspect which we think is key in debates on climate change is the formation of what even the UN call narco-states. Narco-states are a nation-state whose government, judiciary, and military have been effectively infiltrated by drug cartels, or where the illegal drug trade is covertly run by elements of the government. It can also refer to a region under the control of organized crime for the purposes of producing or trafficking drugs where legitimate political authority is absent. And this is the point LEAP UK, Health Poverty Action, and SEEDS are trying to make. The legal regulation of these currently illegal markets would allow us to implement some of these other systems and mechanisms to collect money through new supply chains. We would be able to ensure that people know the exact dosage of their drug and wouldn't be worried about police taking them to prison when using them. The climate change crisis is an existential emergency. We need people to make genuine pledges and take big actions to reverse and slow the processes that are reshaping our planet and all of our lives. We can take control of these processes with legal regulation because ending the drug war is an issue of public health, social justice, racial justice, and climate justice. You can help. Educate yourself and others, watch videos, ask questions, and take these ideas and discuss them with friends, family, and those who hold power in your communities. Remember, you hold power to change the conversation. As feminist educator Bell Hooks says, the classroom remains the most radical space for possibility in the academy. Let's build classrooms everywhere and beyond the academy. Be a teacher who changed the world of one individual, and you helped change the world for all.